How's this looking? A little bright. A little bright. I'm going to rinse my rice while you guys pop on here. I missed you. It's been a while. And I had to change my clothes. Because I was on here, I was doing all my prep work, wearing jeans, and it was so hot. Hi, Cheryl. It was so hot. I had to change. So here we are. It's festive today. So I am rinsing my rice. Let me show you what that looks like. So you see how cloudy it is? When you get the rice in the big bag, you want to rinse it and get a lot of that starch off. So I'm just putting it in the water in the Instant Pot and swirling it around. I haven't had any tequila, I swear. And I'm going to drain this and do it one more time. So you can kind of see how easy this is and how fast when you are pressed for time. And you need some quick side dishes to go with your whatever you're picking up or whatever you have in the fridge. For me, this chicken dish, I am concentrating because I'm draining the water out of here. All right, so that's what it looks like now. I just rinsed it, and I'm going to, so I have 3 cups of rice in here. This is medium grain rice. I'm going to add 3 3/4 cups of water. I'm sorry, I should have had this all measured out. But I think you should know how long it takes in real time. So I've done this before. You're like, what the heck are you doing, Pasha? I've done this before where I make the Instant Pot rice. Whenever I use the Instant Pot and I put water in it, I do dry the outside just in case. Because you don't really want water in here touching the heat element. So I am adding, let's see, 3 cups of rice, 3 3/4 cups of water. I have 4 tablespoons of butter. I hear the barn swallows and they are making quite a ruckus outside. I'm gonna throw 4 tablespoons of butter in there. So that's gonna make what, like 6 cups? Almost 6 cups of rice, not that much. Here's my salt. And I'm gonna use about 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And that's it. So I didn't even mix it up in there. We will mix it up when we're done. And close this one. Make sure it says vent closed. Manual, 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So easy. So I wanted to get that started. And now I'll talk to you. I am making a chicken chili that we love to eat. It's one of those things that I can make at the spur of the moment when I don't know what else to do. And Thomas and I just love it. So I had a rotisserie chicken and I took the meat off the bone. There's probably 3 cups or so here. If you wanted to do this from scratch, you can use any kind of chicken thighs, chicken breasts, whatever you want to do, strips, chunks. I'm going to turn that on medium. So in the summer, I preserve poblano peppers. That's one of those important things that I always do. Some things I don't bother. I would never shell peas personally because I can just buy peas. I'm not going to waste my time shelling peas. I will eat them until I turn green in the summer, but I will not, I won't shell them to freeze. There's nothing wrong if you do. So poblanos are the one thing that I will make sure that I always have on hand, and I will roast a bushel full of them, like legit a bushel, and peel them and stack them and freeze them this way. And once I have them in those little bags, I will freeze them in on the sheet pan and then get them in food saver bags. Probably 6 of those little bags in one large bag, and they will last 2 years if you have that much done, or you don't eat them. So now I'm peeling an onion, not successfully. The little skin in between the layers kind of is a pain in the neck. So, what are you guys up to? It's been so crazy, this weather. Yesterday was so hot. I was working in the barn and I was on fire. And I don't know if that's just middle-aged me or if it was really that hot. So who's cooking what? I see plenty of my family and friends are on here, so thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. So I have Facebook going. Let's see, Facebook is up here tonight. Instagram is down here, so thank you guys. We had, I'm just gonna keep dicing here while we wait for my pan to heat up. We had Thomas's birthday. I can't believe my baby's 20. That's mind-boggling. So many of you know him from the market. He was 6 weeks old when I brought him to the Goshen Farmers Market for the first time. I can't believe it. But he pretty much runs the joint now, and I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled to see that when he watches this later. I'm just cutting up these onions, and it doesn't have to be crazy. Small, big, whatever. They're gonna cook. So that was 1.5 onions. If I had a really large onion, I would have just done large. It would have been fine. Medium heat, I'm adding some olive oil here. Ooh, it sounds good. So we had Thomas's birthday, and I had a very disappointing experience. Because I bought mascarpone, that whipped cream cheese, to thicken up my whipped cream for the cake. And I opened up the container and it was moldy. So, of course, that was just from the store. Probably some kind of air got in around the seal when it was in production. I don't know why. I just know that I couldn't use it. And I had a rotten time trying to figure that out. So even when you know what you're doing, sometimes you're up against issues that you can't help. So eventually, after I attempted 3 times to make alternative choices for my frosting, I just covered it with a chocolate glaze because you can cover everything with chocolate and it's good. It still tastes good and we're still eating it, so there's that. So I have 1.5 onions in here. They're just going to get a little brown, and then I'm dicing up a zucchini. This is not homegrown zucchini. I wish it was, because our zucchini, this Stephanie, tastes like sunshine. You can taste the sunshine. But no, this is store-bought, and I hope it's going to be good. But we're going to put enough good stuff in here that it'll be fine. Onions only took a few minutes. I don't want them to get too brown or too soft because we are going to add zucchini and these peppers. So they're going to, like most vegetables, these guys are going to release a lot of water. Excuse me. They're going to release a lot of water, so they're going to cook up those onions a little bit more. I'm going to throw that in. And I need some garlic. The zucchini will take a little bit, but that's good because that'll give us time to make a drink. Yes, yes, let's get this going. I will cut these up first and then I will make a drink. So here's my poblanos. Do you guys like poblanos? Have you ever had them? These have been roasted. I know John likes poblanos. Hi, honey. These have been roasted. All right, and I cut the stem off the top after they're roasted. I peel them just by scraping them with a knife, so I'm not going to go crazy. If there's a little bit of the charred skin, that's fine. It tastes good. Tastes good. And once they are roasted, I will stack them and freeze them. So this one is still a little frozen. And there's a red one in here. See the red? If you ever come to the farm stand, you may see the red poblanos if I haven't gotten to them first, because I like them. And if there's only a few, I will save them for myself. I am not adding salt yet. I'm not adding salt yet because I want the zucchini to get a little bit of color on it first. So I'm going to carefully cut these into chunks. These are the frozen poblanos. Now, if you have fresh poblanos, I would roast them. Oh yes, definitely stuffed poblanos. Excellent. If you have fresh poblanos, just roast them over the flame. I do them over the flame. You can do them in the broiler. You can also do them on the grill outside. And then peel, seed, chop them up, and add them in when we're ready there. Okay, we're good? I can walk up. I think we're good. I'm getting thirsty. So we are going with a Paloma tonight. A Paloma is a tequila and grapefruit kind of drink. Tequila, grapefruit, lime, goodness gracious, a little bit of agave, and I'm going to use seltzer. Let's see if I can find the tequila. I am almost out. I hope I have enough. All right, let's do this. So the Paloma is about 2 ounces of tequila. So I have, sorry about that. I don't know why, it was a poor connection. So I had these little lime wedges because I don't know what's happening with the internet, but it's not making me happy. I am not going to do a whole dish of salt. So since I use my mason jar here for salt on a regular basis, I just kind of rub the lime on the edge and then right in. Just turn it. It's easy. It's easy. Let's see. We're getting there. Let me show you. We're starting. The zucchini's starting to get some color. The onions are good. Now I'll add some salt. About a ½ teaspoon or so. But let me tell you, you can do any amount of veggies in here that you want. This is one of those things that I add lots of veggies to because we will end up eating every last bit of it. I do not have enough. Sorry, it'll be a little light. So 2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. This is pink. If you happen to have some grapefruits in your fridge that have seen better days, juice them and freeze the juice in an ice cube tray that you've reserved just for kind of juices and things. I'm doing 1/2 ounce lime juice and 1/4 ounce of agave. That's easier for me to measure. Now I'm going to stir it up. I hate agave, how it sticks to the edge. We're going to do that. I'm going to stir it up and add some ice. I love the smell of onions. Love it. Okay. Give it a stir, get that agave. There needs to be a better way. Let me grab my ice. My assistant is not here today. So I don't know if Gina's on here or not. We went to a tequila tasting class. That was so much fun. Seltzer. Well, there's not enough room for seltzer. That's a shame. We'll top it off. Okay. I don't know why Instagram is giving me such a hard time right now, so my apologies to you guys watching on Instagram. Paloma, cheers. Yeah. That's nice. That's very nice. Doesn't need too much. Doesn't need too much at all. Facebook is fine. Yes, Facebook is fine, but I don't know why Instagram is giving me a hard time. So my apologies, guys. But thank you all for sticking around despite those issues. So I didn't note that the Instant Pot went on. That meant it came up to pressure. Okay. So there's our veg. Zucchini is about halfway cooked, which is fine. I'm going to add in my corn. This is just frozen corn. You can use homegrown or not. We had a terrible, absolutely terrible corn crop last year because of all the rain. So I did not have fresh corn to freeze. I'm going to use one of my garlic cubes. This is the stuff that I did in November. And I know we've talked about this, but garlic, olive oil, cube, so easy. Always on hand. That way you have it available to you. Always have those building blocks, just like the poblanos in the freezer. I keep the garlic too. Then I can pretty much do what I want to do whenever I want to do it, and I like that. We're going to let that corn and garlic melt. And I'm going to add some smoked paprika to it. Yeah, it smells like a campfire. The corn got you through the winter? That's awesome, Jim. How much did you do? I want to know how you did it too. Because I always do, oh, Doris, please. You have corn from 2022 and 2023? I'm impressed. All right, the garlic is almost melted. So I'm just gonna sprinkle in some of the smoked paprika. Jim, did you try the microwave corn method where you just kind of cut through the husks to the cob, but not all the way through, stick it in the microwave for about 2 minutes per ear, and then it steams in the husk. It's perfect that way. And when you kind of twist and turn and pull it, the silks come off, this the husks come off and you're left with a perfectly cooked ear of corn. No problem, Irene. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's one of the ways that we get through every lunchtime when we feel like eating corn. So I'm just going to sprinkle in some smoked paprika. Those holes are too little. About maybe 3/4 teaspoon, whatever you feel like. Let's get some salt and pepper in here. It's getting a little dry, so I'm going to add a bit of more olive oil. That's what they look like. Oh, I love that sound. That's the Instant Pot going off. That means our rice is almost ready. Thomas will be so happy. Just look at the color on this already. That rusty red. Oh, it smells so good. Now I'm going to add in the poblanos. They are a little bit frozen, so again, that'll be fine because it's going to heat up right in here. Heat up, and we'll add the chicken. So you did 24 ears. Oh, that's very smart. Okay, so what Jim is saying, put a bundt pan down and stood up the corn in there and cut down the sides and thawed, oh, frozen, okay, you froze it that way. Then you thawed it and sautéed with butter and elote spice from Trader Joe's. I did not know about this elote spice. Oh my goodness. That's a good idea, using the bundt pan. I'll have to try that. I will have to try that. This year, gotta do it. We're running low on our corn stash, right? Okay, ready? We're gonna add some of the chicken. Do we have rice, baby? Oh, you're funny, John. Do we have any questions? I should go over what I've done so far quickly. Paloma, I need a bigger glass. 2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of fresh grapefruit juice, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of agave syrup. Stir it around, add some ice in a salted rimmed glass, and then a little seltzer to top it off. This is really good, very refreshing. I can see doing this by the pitcher. Do everything but the seltzer. Pour it into your glass, and then top off the seltzer. That's a good idea. All right, ready? I'm gonna add some chicken. So this was just store-bought rotisserie chicken. Now we're gonna add cream. I didn't have any heavy cream because of the birthday cake debacle. I didn't have any heavy cream. So we're using light cream instead. It's fine. You're going to add enough to moisten it. Poor connection again, love it. Can I make some palomas at the plant sale? No, because clearly I'm out of tequila. So you see how saucy it is? It's not much. I may even add some more cream. And we're gonna give it a nice taste to see if it's seasoned well enough. This could use a ton more veggies if you wanted to stretch it, or since I had a lot of chicken, that's fine. It'll be fine just as is. Let's see how this is. Definitely salt. Oh my goodness. So you see how thick it is. Once you put it over the heat, it's going to reduce a little bit. So I'm going to add some more. A little bit more cream. Kind of let it pick up all that brown stuff. You're going to bring me tequila? Okay. Oh, yes, Maria. Thank you. Tell Josh I will call Tito. It's not tequila. All right, a little more. And that will pick up all the brown bits on the bottom, make it a little saucier. So you decide how saucy you want it. If you don't want it to have a lot of sauce, you can just do it like I had it before, and you compile that into some nice toasty corn tortillas. I usually do them on the burner, just kind of crisp them up. Just get them a little char on the edges and fill them with the delicious corn chili mix. Or you can do it over rice like we're gonna do today. All right, that's gonna heat up. Let's check our rice. The Instant Pot, this was, I forget which one this is. Duo, Instant Pot Duo. This counts down for you. So this has been done for 5 minutes. I'm going to release the pressure by opening that valve. That's going to let out any steam. Don't put your hand over it. Don't put your hand over it because you will get burned. This is the best part. It's like magic. So that was 3 cups of medium grain rice. That's the Goya medium grain. And 3 3/4 cups of water. Now, make sure you rinse your rice. Then I added 4 tablespoons of butter and about 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of salt. Watch out because there's a lot of hot steam in here. Like there's cold steam. I guess so. And you don't want to get burned. So let me move this over so you can see what it looks like. It's a little compacted when you just take it out of the Instant Pot. Kind of see? It really cooked in almost no time. So I'm going to take a fork and fluff it up. When in doubt, fork it. So we're not quite ready to eat just yet. Now you see how fluffy it's getting. So I will close this up and just let it sit in the Instant Pot and steam. Until it's done. So I don't know if I am choosing really quick recipes or if I'm just getting faster. So tell me what you're cooking while this is going. You can kind of hear it. It's sizzling away. It's getting there. Go give it another taste. Tell me what you're cooking. Today is Tuesday. You have a whole week and it's getting to be warm. So is anybody doing grill stuff? I think I did grill something. What did I grill? Chicken. I think I did chicken. Well, that's just delightful. Egg rolls in a bowl with lo-mein noodles. Oh, that's a good idea. All right, Hannah. I want to know what recipe you're using. If you can send me. I have wanted to do that. Thomas doesn't like egg rolls at all, so I'm sure he wouldn't like them in a bowl. But I want to try that. So if you have a sauce recipe for that, I would love to see it. And I bet tofu would be good in there. Blackened cod with coleslaw sounds amazing. Jennifer is decorating an order of cookies while she watches me cook, so check out DeGraff and Daughters Cookies. Maria's making chicken broccoli rice casserole. Nice. I love it. All right, I think we're pretty much done because I seasoned this very well. So as many veggies as you want to throw in there, you want to use jalapenos. Like in the summer, I would probably add jalapenos. I would not use frozen corn. I wouldn't use frozen peppers in the summer. But in the winter, that's what you got, right? If I want to have fresh, homegrown stuff, I put it in the freezer in the summer, so I have it in the winter. So one of the things that I have been talking about lately is our CSA program. We have how many weeks? 18 weeks of vegetables starting middle of June and running through almost the end of October. And every week I try to give you guys a new, different list of vegetables either to purchase or in your share box. And it's always what's best, what's freshest, what's in season, what we're picking. And these things like the poblanos, when they are in season and they are abundant, I let you know. And I tell you how to freeze everything, prepare it so you can do the same thing, so you can have these things available in April. It's a good feeling. So if I feed him, it's like if you build it, they will come. If I put it in a bowl, he will come. So we are accepting applications for the CSA program. We do have a couple of workplace partners, Carolina Reapers. I'm not sure. We had a little mouse that got in the greenhouse and kind of ate up some plants. So those Carolina Reapers were only this big, but I'll see if they survived for you, Jim. Remind me. So anyway, we have a couple of workplace partners, Garnet Health and Mid-Hudson Psychiatric Center. We are working with them to deliver shares on Thursday afternoons. So if you guys work at either of those places and you're interested, get in touch with me and I will tell you where to find that application. If you're interested in On the Farm Pickup, byalicefarms.com, or just shoot me a message wherever you are here and I'll take care of you. We have the shares that we pack up for you, and then we have our declining balance program, which is really cool. So you can do either. And well, good. Hannah's doing the Garnet Health share. Excellent. Hannah, you started with us how many years ago? I know that was before Henry. And you were a mid-season joiner, I believe. That was an eternity ago, I think. How fun. I love to see all of you guys having kids. 2017, that's a long time ago. All right. I'm gonna throw a little rice in here. If Thomas was here, he'd be eating that fork. So you see how it thickened up quite a bit? You can add more cream if you want it saucy. You don't have to just use cream. You can use a little chicken stock in addition to the cream to make it not quite so heavy. Liz, did I forget anything? Yes, the plant sale. The plant sale is Saturday, May 18th. That's coming up. Saturday, May 18th, 9 until 2, inside the barn. We have 7 other vendors besides By Alice Farms with all of our herb plants and seedlings. We have an event hub. Look on byalicefarms.com, go across the top and you'll see the plant sale up there, and you'll check out our vendors. There are links so you can follow each and every one of them. So follow those guys. We have Cedar Hill Botanicals, Luna Grown Jam, Black Rock Baker, Aunt Mimi's Birdhouses, Wendy Enoch Pottery, and the Fearless Cook is doing a food truck, and the Spice Apothecary. I think that's our newest. Yes, They were with us for November and December. So Susan and Mike will be here also. So come and get your breakfast sandwiches. I know, it's gonna be great, right, Irene? Wood-fired biscuit sandwiches. Okay, let's give this a shot. Looks good? It's hot, very hot. So a little bit of zucchini, corn, poblanos, chicken, onions, garlic, cream, smoked paprika, salt, pepper, and that's it. It was so easy, and it came together in a half hour, including the rice. So the Instant Pot rice is simple, and I will post that recipe in the comment. I'm gonna burn my face. It's so good. It's really so good. There's a reason why this is one of our favorites. If I made this for us, I would make double the veggies and all that chicken, and it would probably last us about 3 to 4 days. Because when you're here on the farm, 1, we come home for lunch, and 2, we're hungry. So it's good to have all this stuff ready in advance. This is one of those things that you can prep, and it's good for 4 or 5 days. Easily. It doesn't last longer than that. It doesn't last long enough to go bad in our house. So, chicken, poblano, chili with Instant Pot rice, and our Paloma. So if I don't see you before, thank you, sweetheart. If I don't see you before Cinco de Mayo, whatever. Cheers. Okay. Hopefully I will get back to you next week. We'll see if you have any suggestions for me, because I'm strapped for time. So I need some ideas from you about what you want to see, because otherwise I'm just going to make cream puffs or something. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Okay. So thank you guys. Let me know if you have any more questions. You can post them in the comments or DM me, send me a message, and I'll get back to you. So thanks. Have a wonderful evening. Bye. Bye, guys.